right, boys, we are back, and it's time for the Eastern Conference Finals with our Tampa Bay Lightning against the Montreal Canadiens in Year 10, all right? It's officially already been a successful year once we make it to the Final Four of 30 teams. In my opinion, that's a successful year already. But, you know, that we're here now, we want to get by the Eastern Conference Finals. We want to make it to those Stanley Cup Finals, especially in our last year, right? So, I don't think we've ever faced the Montreal Canadiens this late in a playoff round. We know what they're about. We know they're going to have Carey Price back there. I'm sure he's still... Actually, he might be getting kind of... Actually, no. I'm sure he's still like only 34, 35. So he's still going to be very good overall. And their offensive lineup looks like this. Pacioretty is now a 90 overall. LeBlanc, 87. And Stromwall, that's a new name. Must be a drafted name. 85 sniper, so must have an okay offensive category. So not a bad first line. Second line, S. Green, 83 power forward. Lars Eller, 87 playmaker. And Kohlberg, 81 sniper. Not the greatest second line. The two wingers are fairly weak. Lars Eller's not bad, but the two wingers fairly weak. Third line, Goudreau, Desharnais, and is that Teal Burns? Teal Burns right there, 85 two-way forward. Teal Burns, I'd say, is the best player on that third line. All right, Desharnais, maybe he's not that bad. And then the fourth line, Skurlach, Uhr, and Bubnik. Nothing, you know what, they really don't have too much on their offensive line here. Pacioretty's not bad, LeBlanc and Eller's not bad. And then that Stromwall guy, maybe you could say, has an okay offensive category. But other than that, they really don't have any depth. Their third line's not bad with Desharnais and Teal Burns, but they have a lot of low 80s everywhere, especially for a Year 10 franchise. All right, so maybe they have a better defensive core. Hache, two-way defenseman, 83. PK Subban, 90 overall, two-way defenseman. So they have their one superstar stud on defense. Goncharov, 82 defensive defenseman. Nickel, 82 defensive defenseman. Racine, 82-way defenseman. And Maloney, 81 defensive defenseman. So really they don't, except for Pacioretty and Subban, they really don't have anyone else who are superstars. They have a bunch of fill-in players who are not even that much. Like, their second best defenseman is an 83 overall. So, yeah, we got them covered offensively and defensively. But goaltender, that's the issue. Yeah, and that's why. Carey Price is 96 overall in Year 10, all right? So that's the reason they've made it this far for sure. Carey Price. So if we can solve Carey Price, I don't see them putting up much of a fight, all right? We did lose Luke Fensky to injury, so that is a big loss. All right, but once again, we should be able to handle the Montreal Canadiens, right? Their one wild card is their goaltender, but I don't see them scoring too many goals on us, all right? It's Subban versus Subban here. Let's see if PK, the older brother, can score on his younger brother, all right? So here we go, Montreal, Eastern Conference Finals, Game 1 in Tampa Bay. Come on, boys. I can smell those Stanley Cup Finals once again. Here we go. First period. All right, they start off with a goal. Maloney scores on Malcolm Subban. Don't worry about it there, Sub-Zero. Second period. All right, we got two back. A Golden and Granny Smith. Way to go, boys. Way to go. That's what I need. I need some depth scoring here. All right, here we go. Power play. Nice. Don't worry about it, boys. Come on. Somebody step it up. Ah, I knew it. I knew we needed one more. Max Pacioretty ties the game. 2-2 in the third period. We got a game here. This is a big first game. Who can take game one? We're going into overtime. Power play. Ah, come on, boys. Oh, penalty kill. Good job. Power play. There it is. Victor Hedman. Oh, the super Swede back there. Our super defenseman. Our rock back there for the last 10 years. Absolutely. He gets a clutch goal for us in overtime. And we take game one. So that's what I mean. They only got 2 goals on us. All right. Our Sub-Zero played great for us. And we only mustered up 3 goals. And it took overtime and 47 shots to get those 3 goals. So a game where Carey Price played good. He didn't win them the game, but he played good enough that they could have won the game. That's for damn sure, all right? So, come on, boys. As long as we get 3 goals a game, I mean, and Sub-Zero plays good, we shouldn't have any problems from the Montreal Canadiens, right? They didn't have any really good players out there except for Pacioretty and Subban. Everybody else, nobody's, all right? So, here we go. Come on, boys. Let's get some early goals on the Montreal Canadiens. First period. All right, that's what I'm talking about. 4 early goals. Goudreau got one for them, but Lofthouse, Hendry, Sagan, and Granny Smith all scored for us. So Granny Smith, 2 goals in this series. Way to go. I remember I said that he had a slow playoff so far, so maybe he's starting to step it up. All right, so we got a 3-goal lead. Let's at least keep it to 2. All right, second period. All right, here we go. We got the 3-goal lead going into the third period. Sub-Zero's got this, all right? This is what the Montreal Canadiens cannot do. If they're gonna beat us, Carey Price has got to basically get them to the third period within a 1-goal lead. All right, you can't be allowing those early goals. And now we got 6 on them. Granny Smith has 2 goals this game. All right, I don't like to score a lot of goals. There you go. Pacioretty get 1 back. I'm happy with that. I don't like to score a lot of goals because then they're going to come out firing in the next game, all right? But there, once again, Subban only 2 goals, basically 1 goal. He didn't allow that second goal until 3 seconds left. Another great game for Malcolm Subban. Our offense came to play, all right? Yep, once again, the Montreal Canadiens, I don't think they should be this far in the playoffs. I think it was probably all Carey Price that got them this far, all right? But it doesn't matter because we have a team, a first 3 lines full of guys who can score goals. Defensively, guys who can score goals, right? There's no excuse. Third game, come on, let's just put a stranglehold around this series. Third game, first period. There you go. Len Little gets a goal. Wrist shot, baby. Carey Price has not been able to stop anything. Second period. All right, they got 1 back. S. Green scored on Malcolm Subban. Come on, they're playing for their lives this game. They know if they fall down 3-0 to us, it's over. Come on, boys. We got to step it up. There you go. Power play. There it is. Trent Lofthouse on the power play. Way to go, Lofty. Here we go. Can we shut them out now for the rest of the game? I know I just jinxed them, but he can do it. There you go. And Victor Hedman gets the empty netter. Oh, and Ekblad gets another empty netter. 2 empty netters from our defenseman. And we take game 3, 4-1. So this series, we have not had any trouble scoring goals on the Montreal Canadiens. All right, Carey Price has not been a factor for us. Game 1, he played good. Game 2, and game 3, I mean, we just put too many shots on the net, scored too many goals. All right, we're up 3-0 in the series against the Montreal Canadiens. I really don't think the Montreal Canadiens can come back and win 4 in a row on us. All right, with that team, I just don't think they can do it. All right, they basically need Carey Price to get 4 shutouts in a row, or 4 games with 1 goal against, because themselves, they're not scoring enough goals anyways. They're not being competitive games anyways. They've yet to score more than 2 goals in a game, so that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, boys, you know what you're doing. Just keep going. Serge Daguerre's back. Good. Best lines. It doesn't matter because our AHL team has been eliminated anyways. Yeah, they have. All right, so that's good, though. At least if Sub-Zero goes down with an injury now, we do have a backup, all right? So game 4 in Montreal. Come on, boys. Let's just end this series, get some rest before the Stanley Cup Finals, all right? Here we go. First period, 0-0. We had 19 shots on net that period. What did I say? If they have any chance of winning, Carey Price has got to stand on his head. He did good that first period. Second period, all right, we got 3 goals. Yeah, we're already up to 35 shots in 2 periods. Carey Price, he's not Superman, man. Stamkos, Richie, and Nuge. And we've had, balanced scoring in this series. Like, everybody's had a goal. It hasn't just been one person, all right? Third period, Sub-Zero's got the routine in place, more than the routine. All right, I'm pretty sure the game is over. I'm pretty sure the series is over. Yeah, we had 43 shots on the net, 45 shots on the net. They barely squeaked out 20, had 23, and Sub-Zero gets a shutout against his older brother and the Montreal Canadiens, all right? So I don't know how the Canadiens got that far. They were the easiest team that we've faced so far. Swept them in 4 games, right? They just could not score goals. They really don't have much of an offensive line and a defensive line, except for Pacioretty and Subban. They really don't have anybody. They got 1 player in each position. You know, Pacioretty for a forward, Subban for a defender, and Carey Price for a goalie. But they haven't built on that in the last 10 years. I mean, Jesus. So yeah, easy team in Montreal. Very easy team, all right? So let's simulate. This is a quick video, but that's good. Give our team some time to rest up. Maybe Luke Fensky can get back in time. All right, and it's good because the other series has taken a while. Ooh, and it's the Minnesota Wild, all right? Without Zach Parise and Ryan Suter, but still, the Minnesota Wild versus the Tampa Bay Lightning in year 10 in your Stanley Cup Finals. Quite a final. You know, you wouldn't be expecting that, but this is year 10. No, I went to awards. I meant to go to playoff tree. This is year 10, right? Playoff tree. There you go. All right. So the Minnesota Wild beat the Colorado Avalanche in 6 games. So you got your 7-seeded Minnesota Wild versus your 1st-seeded Tampa Bay Lightning, who beat the Montreal Canadiens in 4 games, right? So it's the 1st-seeded team in the East versus the 7th-seeded team in the West. So, yes, we have home ice advantage once again. So, boys, year 10, we've made it at least back to the Stanley Cup Final. And during our franchise, every time we make it to the final, we produce a Stanley Cup ring, all right? And we have a good team to face here. It's not the St. Louis Blues. It's the 7th-seeded Minnesota Wild. So, I smell another Stanley Cup ring, boys. So, It's not going to be the last video, but the second last video of the Tampa Bay Lightning franchise. The Stanley Cup Final is coming up next, boys. Make sure you don't miss it.